Do we want to keep listening to
Uh,
this bloviating buffoon here?
oh
Return
fuck
to
yeah,
this
let's
asshole? All right.
let's kill this shit off. Metaphorically.
This task is what we're killing off.
Is a symbol of economic national security, and also, I would say, just for our country itself, so important because we're doing so well as a country. We've never done so well. The good news is that there are methods, practices, statutes, and authorities as recognized by the entire court in this terrible decision, and also as recognized by Congress, which they refer to, that are even stronger than the IEEPA tariffs available to me as President of the United States. And in actuality, I was very modest in my ask of other countries and businesses because I wanted to do, and it's very important, I wanted to be very well behaved because I wanted to do anything, I didn't want to do anything that would affect the decision of the court, because I understand the court. I understand how they are very easily swayed. I want to be a good boy. I have very...
What the fuck? Even, like, I want to be a good boy. Dear God. That was almost Freudian, bud.
Yeah,
Jesus.
right. Yeah, it's like he was talking about what was it? He was talking about how he was so very brave when because he flew to Iraq or something like that. I forget what it was. He was talking about how he should have gotten the fucking Presidential Medal of Freedom or something because he
he personally bombed Iran.
It was the most ridiculous goddamn shit. I'm gonna find that and send it to you as well.
This whole thing is just like such a meandering fucking mess of just random, like, angry sentiment and just word salad. Like it doesn't.
Fucking old man yelling at the clouds, dude.
It's God, yeah. Yeah, but at least he's yelling at only the clouds. He's not like oscillating between targets and intentions like every 5 seconds. Like he doesn't seem like he can hold on to a thought for very long at all and like write it to its natural conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's he's barely had a strong sense of object permanence. It feels like at times. So
yeah,
this is unsurprising.
Waiting to see him have like he's just walking and he starts having like weird infant like falling responses every step. Just it's like it seems like it's so close.
You know, it really does.
It's like the degradation of that gray matter is on that is racing to a finish.
Yeah, big time. Big time. We are watching rapid deterioration.
With a lot of other presidents, it would almost be just like sad to watch, but
yeah, that's not the emotion that yeah. Definitely sad in a very different kind of way.
All right, let's let him continue.
Yep.
I want to be a good boy. I have very effectively utilized tariffs over the past year to make America great again. Our stock market has just recently broken 50,000 on the Dow, and simultaneously, and even more amazingly, broken 7,000 on the S&P, two numbers that everybody thought upon our landslide election victory could not be attained. Think of that. Nobody thought it was possible to do it within 4 years, and we did it in 1 year. They said, you'll never be able, you'll go back and you read the geniuses, read their statements, all of the Nobel Prize winners in economics. They said, no, you couldn't do it in 4 years. Well, we didn't do it in 4 years. We did it in 1 year. We broke every record in the book, and we're continuing to do so.
I'm glad nothing in the stock market is like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Overinflated in its valuation compared to its actual meaningful effect on like job growth and wages in our economy.
No.
I'm glad there's nothing like weirdo
Nothing like that.
billionaires that jerk off to the idea of the Antichrist being a robot every night. Like there's nothing like any kind of industry with those guys at the head of it, having a dramatic effect on our
Yeah,
on our stock
especially not
market.
one like having control over vast surveillance networks or have access to huge chunks of all of our data and shit like that.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Surely that doesn't exist. That's not our reality.
Yeah, the best it's really awesome news to hear that the most widespread legally codified casino in the United States is making more money than ever.
It's good news, man.
That's great news.
Yeah, talk about your economic bright spots.
Yeah, yeah. He's delivering for America again, making it great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Promise delivered.
Book, and we're continuing to do so. Tariffs have likewise been used to end 5 of the 8 wars that I settled. I settled 8 wars, whether you like it or not, including India, Pakistan, big ones, nuclear, could have been nuclear. Prime Minister of Pakistan said yesterday at the great meeting that we had, the Peace Board, he said yesterday that President Trump could have saved 35 million.
He can't even remember the fucking name of it. The Peace Board. The thing that I'm stealing $10 billion for, that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind the fact that the Fed just injected $18 billion into the economy, and I just took $10 billion of that for the Peace Board. The Peace Board.
Even though, and these motherfuckers, goddamn, could not shut the fuck up about the Fed printing money every fucking day of the Biden presidency. And they're fucking backing off to quantitative easing and all of that. Like, God damn it. Fucking insane hypocrites. But
No,
really,
yeah.
hypocrisy has absolutely no meaning to them. It's got no bearing whatsoever.
The best thing about quantitative easing is making sure that it happens when there's a Democrat at the presidency so that you can use it for your own benefit twice. That's just by far the best thing about it. Because Democrats will do it because they're also part of a liberal political establishment that enriches itself through capital. Okay, surprise! Surprise!
Gee shucks. Who could have seen it?
Oh yeah, who would have ever seen
Who'd
it?
have thunk it?
All right, Donnie, bring it home, buddy.
Yep.
Lives by getting us to stop fighting. They were getting ready to do some bad things, but they've given us great national security, these tariffs have, and together with our strong borders, reduced fentanyl coming into our country by 30%. When I use them as a penalty against countries illegally sending this poison into our country to poison our youth, all of those tariffs remain. They all remain. I don't know if you know that or not.
Worth noting that the 3 countries, actually, I guess the 2 biggest ones really in this, I think, but the 3 countries implicated are Canada, Mexico, and China. I believe, and or at least they play a huge role in it because we do a lot of sharing of fentanyl for medical uses, not for illegal use.
Oh yeah.
That does come in for illegal
much
use.
Stuff in the medical industry is manufactured in Mexico.
Yeah.
Tons of it.
Tons of it, and so much of it is not even like fentanyl, it's like precursors that we end up again professionally refining into fentanyl for medical use.
Well, I mean, like, these drug companies that make this shit are multinational companies that have production and distribution for the drugs that they produce in various places throughout the globe. Like, it's fucking the basic economic geopolitical world we live in. Like,
It's worth noting too that those fentanyl tariffs were not against countries like Venezuela that presumably was sending us boat after boat of fentanyl until we were
Yep.
bombing people out of the fucking water in the Caribbean
Yeah.
and Pacific.
And thank God, because like we would all be dead from fentanyl right now if those boats had made it. They shot just the right boats at just the right time. Remember when
8
Pam
billion
told us,
people or whatever.
yeah, President Trump saved 80 jillion people from
Yep.
fentanyl. Yeah.
Yep.
He saved more people than have ever existed in human existence. That's how many lives he saved. Suck it, libtards.
Suck it. Yeah. He saved so many people that we have to start counting like the ants and shit that he saved. All right.
Yeah. He's basically saved life itself.
He
from
saved
the scourge of
yeah, he
fentanyl.
saved biology on this planet.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, Trumpy, come on.
They all remain. We're still getting them, and we will after the decision. I guess there's nobody left to appeal to. But again, those three people, such respect. I've had a lot of respect for them anyway, but such great respect. But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected. We have alternatives, great alternatives. Could be more money. We'll take in more money, and we'll be a lot stronger for it. We're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. We'll continue to do so. To show you how ridiculous the opinion is, however, the court said that I'm not allowed to charge even $1. I can't charge $1. Can't charge $1. I would have used 1 penny, but we don't make the pennies anymore. We save money. Can't charge $1 to any country under IEPA. Not $1. I assume to protect other countries. This must have been done to protect those other countries. Certainly not the United States of America, which they.
It's so, again, like, he's talking about how, like, I can totally do this. It's still under my legal authority to do it. I have to do it under a different authority. And that's why it's unconstitutional for the Supreme Court to say that I can't do it under this one specific provision.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't he fucking flip out and claim that he can do whatever he wants now, and like he can destroy this country or some other country?
He's actually about to get into that right here. It like
okay. Jumping the gun. My bad.
Let's keep it rolling. No, you're good.
Certainly not the United States of America, which they should be interested in protecting. That's what they're supposed to be protecting. But I am allowed to cut off any and all trade or business with that same country. In other words, I can destroy the trade. I can destroy the country. I'm even allowed to impose a foreign country destroying embargo. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1. Because that's not what it says. And that's not the way it even reads.
Is it freezing? It's like the video is
no,
like
because hell isn't real, sadly.
Oh, no, I mean, sorry. It looks like the stream feed like froze for a second. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna back up a few seconds. All right, we're good again. I think it's good.
Oh, I just assumed you were asking if hell was freezing over.
No, God. I mean, no,
you're way past you already.
It's blazing hot in this motherfucker, okay? I don't know if you realize this. We live in hell.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the bad place. Totally.
Anything I want, but I can't charge $1. Because that's not what it says. And that's not the way it even reads. I can do anything I want to do to them, but I can't charge any money. So I'm allowed to destroy the country, but I can't charge them a little fee. I could give them a little 2-cent fee, but I cannot charge under any circumstances. I cannot charge them anything. Think of that. How ridiculous is that? I'm allowed to embargo them. I'm allowed to tell them you can't do business in the United States anymore. We want you out of here. But if I want to charge them $10, I can't do that. It's incorrect. Their decision's incorrect. But it doesn't matter because we have very powerful alternatives that have been approved by this decision. You know, they've been approved by the decision for those that thought they had us. And they're saying that I have the absolute right to license, but not the right to charge a license fee. So think of that. I have the right to license, which is a very powerful word. In many ways, license is more powerful than tariffs. In fact, I was thinking about using it. But they came up with the idea that I can license, just like the people that were opposing me told them to do, but not the right to charge a license fee. Think of that. Whoever heard of such a thing? What license has ever been issued without the right to charge a fee? You get a license, you charge a fee. It's automatic, but not with this court.
So like,
damn, my brain hurts right now.
I want you to see if you. I want to see if you've like caught on to the point here too. Is that like he, like my point actually was showing you this shit in some way. Is like he keeps reiterating, he's going over, and when he's talking about he can restrict them, he can embargo them, whatever. Now with licenses, whatever, like it's a new thing. It's all this. It's the same shit. The IEPA, basically, if the president declares that there's a national emergency regarding, trade from a specific country, whatever, like, there's some sort of security problem, whatever, around our trade deficits with some country, he can basically say, we're not going to import goods from them anymore, or a specific good from them anymore. That's it. I can restrict their access to these goods, or I can restrict access to our market to sell those goods, or I can, prohibit it entirely. That's it. Like you say, like, again, he's got other avenues to do this. He keeps saying he's got other avenues to do it, but what he's pissed about is that the IEPA didn't create meaningful oversight into those tariffs. It didn't create any sort of
he's
need
pissed
for
about
congressional approval, or for an investigation or anything like that, like the other methods that he does have available to him to install these tariffs like require. He wanted to use it willy-nilly on Truth Social and just be able to say on a whim, you get a 40% tariff, you get a 10% tariff, because fuck you and I love you. Like, that's
and this Supreme Court, and that's what he's really pissed about. He's pissed at him in a disloyalty kind of way. He's pissed at their lack of loyalty to him. Because if he really believes that, if he really believes that he has all these other tools, then why would he be so mad about him in enforcing this? It's purely because everything, again, it's the narcissism. Everything is about him.
Yeah.
It's not about the reading of this law or fucking any sort of relevant case law or legality. It's just about how it affects him on a personal level, because that's how the lens through which he sees the entire world.
Right. Yeah.
Everything is just a reflection of how it affects him.
Yeah.
But now the court has given me the unquestioned right to ban all sorts of things from coming into our country, to destroy foreign countries. But a much more powerful right than many people ever thought we even had, but not the right to charge a fee. How crazy is that? Our country is the hottest country anywhere in the world right now. And it was a dead country 1.5 years ago under an incompetent president.
Dead.
But now I'm going to go in a different direction. Probably the direction that I should have gone the first time, but I read the language.
Wait. What? You maybe should have used the other means that you actually do have to institute these tariffs? Wait, what? No.
It's oh my god. None of this makes fucking sense. It's insane. Just fucking insane.
Let's let him churn for another 40 seconds here.
Which I'm very good at reading language, and it read our way 100%, but now I'll go the way.
wait, yeah, I forgot about that part. I'm sorry.
You're very good at reading language.
But now I'm going to go in a different direction.
You're very good at reading
Probably
language.
The direction that I should have gone the first time, but I read the language. I'm very good at reading language, and it read our way 100%, but now I'll go the way I could have gone originally, which is even stronger than our original choice. As Justice Kavanaugh, whose stock is gone.
They did me a favor, and I'm pissed. It's even better than what we had before, and I'm seething.
And I'm mad about that. I'm really mad. How much better this is than...
And
Just
so you have to see.
bonkers.
I'm so proud of him. Wrote in his dissent, although I firmly disagree with the court's holding today, the decision might not substantially constrain a president's ability to order tariffs going forward. So, think of that. The decision might not substantially constrain. And it doesn't. He's right. In fact, I can charge much more than I was charging. So I'm going to just start. Although I firmly disagree with the court's holding today, the decision might not substantially constrain a president's ability to order tariffs.
Okay, so literally from here for the next like 4 minutes, he just repeats himself. Oh, like just literally everything he just said, he says it all again, pretty much. He works kind of backwards a little bit, back down the list, but it's almost like, did somebody tell me he had to pad for time? Because listen, he is a showman; he knows how to do that. But like, was he instructed to do that? Because like, I don't.
I think they just wind his little crank and send him out there and let him do this for as much time as his little timer has. Just let him ramble. Let him do it.
Let him go.
He loves it. He needs to burn the energy off. It's good for him.
Yeah, he's taking the dog to the park.
Yeah. It's good for his brain. He likes to talk to the people. He likes to talk to the cameras.
Jesus Christ, man.
This is how we should be treating a dementia elderly person.
I want to skip ahead.
Letting them be president.
I want to skip ahead on this to kind of the summation here, the tariffs that we're going to keep and what's going on there. So
therefore, effective immediately, all national security tariffs under Section 232 and existing Section 301 tariffs, they're existing, they're there, remain in place, fully in place, and in full force and effect. Today, I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122 over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies. Thank you for your attention to this matter, and I say quite simply, which I've said for a long time, make America great again. And interestingly, we've already made it great, so I don't have to use that, but I don't think we'll ever give up on MAGA. MAGA is always going to be with us. If you have a few questions.
All right, so yeah, but man, I have some information.
I lose IQ points every time I have to watch that motherfucker speak.
I have some information on those other tariff.
Please.
Those other tariffs that he's talking about. So Section 232, those are national security tariffs. They require an investigation before their imposition. These are tariffs that are some of the first that he actually installed when he got in on his second term. Again, tariffs on lumber, steel, aluminum, automobiles, copper, semiconductors. Yep. Some of them are still under investigation, so haven't actually been fully implemented yet. Some of them have been fully implemented. So that's the Section 232. The Section 301 tariffs are for discriminatory and unfair trade practices already in motion against China for shipbuilding and related goods. Again, cannot be levied without a formal investigation. So those are tariffs. It seems like, again, like I was saying before, he wanted to avoid trying to use because he can't just do it on a whim. He's got hoops he's got to jump through for it. There's a time delay.
He's way too lazy for all that shit. Let's just be able to make it up on the fly and
I just want to Truth Social this shit out.
Yeah, punish and reward individual countries and leaders as he sees fit.
Right, exactly. But the Section 122 tariffs, I think, are the really interesting ones. So that's the justification for that 10% tariff, which actually today
Yeah.
they changed that and it's a 15% tariff
Oh,
because that's the
15
cap
now.
under Section 122. These are tariffs specifically there to address dangerous and serious imbalances in deficits, trade
Okay.
deficits. So if we have a trade deficit with a country that is imbalanced in such a way, like where we're not seeing US dollars come back in the form of investment, basically, if we don't have that money coming back, then that could lead to devaluation of the currency, which is one thing tariffs are potentially a tool to aid in, which is
Yeah.
assisting the maintaining the valuation of the currency. So that's sort of what Section 122 tariffs are about. What's interesting about these tariffs is one, they require congressional approval after 150 days. So he can kind of just do these on a whim, but eventually he'll need congressional approval. And two, since the IEEPA tariffs are gone, he made some deals with some countries on the back of that justification, such as a 10% tariff deal with the UK. But he's just announced today that now there are 15% global tariffs. So there are actually several countries, including
Yeah.
many of those that are in his board of peace, that have 10% tariffs before the SCOTUS decision and now have 15% tariffs for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No fucking reason at all.
Yep. Again, markets love that shit.
They love that shit.
Markets
Oh, God.
love instability.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. and
Great for
and
business.
and so much and also extra instability too, not even just on top of the from the tariffs that we had before, but when you're talking about using these section 232 and section 301 tariffs that require an investigation, those investigations, especially when you're talking about a government that is chopping away at different agencies that could maybe, I don't know, conduct these investigations in the first fucking place, those investigations might take an indeterminate amount of time. So you are actively stifling new businesses from opening because people don't want to invest into an environment that is uncertain like that, when the future is completely uncertain, when you might have a 50% tariff on a good that is essential to your skilled manufacturing, let's say, that you're trying to bring to the United States.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're just not going to fucking open in the first goddamn place, or you're going to get shuttered before you get to derive any kind of meaningful profit from your new business venture. And
Yeah.
like it's
Or you're going to bring in workers from another country to start this new business venture, and a bunch of ICE goons are going to lock them all in a factory and create a big incident, and you're going to lose all those workers again and completely lose up that industry you're trying to start
Mhm.
because you have your own ineptitude.
And it's funny too. I think that he announced 10% and they upped it to 15%. 15%. I think I might have mentioned this. 15% is the cap under Section 122. I think that he like I don't. I'm curious, like a little bit as to why he said 10%. If it was just a
Yeah.
mistake or whatever. Like,
It's a
I
basic ass fucking number that he can wrap his stupid brain around.
yeah, it could be that. And they're like, oh, but I actually wanted it at the cap. Make it as high as possible because I said I can actually
Yeah.
charge more, so I'm gonna fucking charge more.
God, it's all just so fucking infantile. Like,
hmm hmm
oy vey.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't. I, there's also the other part of this too is the tariff refunds.
oh yeah,
There's talk about potential refunds on these tariffs. The Supreme Court decision gave no clarity on the need to refund or how a refund could occur. So, as
yeah.
far as we know, all of this
We're gonna
could just
refund all
get
that money to
pocketed.
Donald Trump instead. Like all that refund to him. He is America, so we're gonna trust him to spend that money for us, and we're just gonna give all that tariff refund money instead of giving it back to us taxpayers. We're gonna give it to President Trump to spend for us on our behalf. Make America great again.
There's that, and there's also that it could be dispersed to businesses, and there's a
Oh
Howard
yeah, like
Lutnick's
TPP style.
well, so a little bit different. So Lutnick's kids working through Cantor Fitzgerald. It's been reported, though Cantor Fitzgerald has denied that these investments were made. But it's been reported that they basically purchased the refund rights from some companies. Basically, we're going to give you 20%, 20 cents or 30 cents on the dollar of what that refund would
Yeah.
be, betting that, basically making a bet on the legality of these tariffs, if they would get rescinded or not, and if there would be a due refund. And so there's like this potential for, which it's crazy that you can actually like sell. I don't even know how that works necessarily, that you can sell the rights to a potential tariff refund. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, that is an economic vehicle that is just over my head. Like
It's fucking wild. But yeah, that there's that path potentially for some people to enrich themselves, even if it's not being done through Cantor Fitzgerald. If other people like Peter Thiel, or whatever, if some people like that have maybe bought up some of this potential, it is going to be probably, I mean, almost certainly a way for some people that don't need it to enrich themselves.
100%. There's zero doubt that will be the case.
Yeah.
History pretty much conclusively says that will be the case.
Right. Yeah. Recent history and ancient history.
Yeah. Like recent history, especially. Recent history is pretty fucking on the nose with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, across the board.